talk about comparative versus superlative adjectives. Well, for a little warm-up, we're just going to do a little comparison between these three animals. That this is a horse, elephant, and a dog. I have just 4 questions for you to answer. So, first of all, which one is bigger, the horse or the puppy? The horse. Yes. And which one is smaller, the elephant or the horse? The horse. Okay. Then, which one is the smallest? In between all of them, which one is the smallest? The puppy, the dog, okay. And which one is wider than the horse? Do you know what wider is?
No.
Well, big is for when you're upwards, but wider is when you go to the sides. Okay? So, which one is wider than the horse?
Elephant.
Okay, correct. Then we have a little explanation. First of all, we have the comparative adjectives. That is when you only have 2 things. And to make the form of these kind of adjectives, you have to put the er at the end of the word, and then you put then. So how you're supposed to do the phrase is more plus adjective plus then. So here I have an example. Can you read it for me?
My house is bigger than yours.
Another time, but all together. 1, 2, 3.
My house is bigger than yours.
Okay. So for this, as you can see, we are comparing 2 things: my house and your house. So comparative. And for the adjective, you put er as the form of comparison, and this er means more. The adjective big, more, er, and then you say then. That is the comparative. Okay? So my house is bigger than yours. 2 things: er form, the adjective, and then. Then we have superlatives. That they come from 3 things or more. And the form is the object, and you put s instead of er. So superlatives, 3 things, s. I think that a way that you can remember this is that comparative is 2 things and you put 2 more words, okay? And superlatives, there are 3 things or more, and you put 3 more letters. There's 3 more letters. So that's kind of an easiest way to remember this. Then you can see that it's the most. It's no longer more, it's most, because we are comparing more than 3 things. And the adjective. Then we have this example that you are going to read together. 1, 2, 3.
This is the biggest house in the city.
Okay, so now this is not only 2 houses. I'm not only comparing my house with your house. Now now I'm comparing some house with the whole city, with a lot of houses, so more than 3 things. So as you can see, it is the same adjective, but you change s, since it is in a lot of, it is a comparison of a lot of things, a lot of houses. So this is the biggest house in the city. It is, do you understand?
Yes.
Can I change it? Okay. We have a little table with some adjectives, their comparative form and their superlative form. So as you can see, we have tall, that is taller than, and the superlative, the tallest. Can someone read the second one?
Beautiful.
Beautiful than,
More beautiful than. The most beautiful.
then this one.
Good. Better than. The best.
Okay, and the last one.
But worse than. The worst.
Okay, so with these examples, you can see that sometimes the form changes a little. So I put here a little explanation of why. First of all, the use of er, that it's comparative. It is for one-syllable adjectives. And as you can see, tall, just put taller, it is just one single syllable. And then there is a little thing that you have to understand first. For example, if the final consonant, if the word has a final consonant, you have to double it. For example, we saw the example of big. You have this, but you gotta double it so it is better. So double the final consonant if the adjective ends in a single consonant with a vowel before it. Can you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. And if it is a two-syllable adjective, it ends in y. Okay? Then we have use of more, most, that is superlative. They are these tallest adjectives with 3 or more syllables. And then more beautiful than that, so you can see that beautiful has 3 syllables. So instead of putting the air at the end, you have to say more beautiful. So then most other 2-syllable adjectives. More is for comparative. If you have a word like beautiful, you don't say beautifuler, you say more beautiful. But if you have the same word for superlatives, you don't say more beautiful, you say the most beautiful. And then, as you can see, good and bad change a lot. It is not gooder or badder. It is better and worse, best and worse. So this is because they are irregular adjectives. So this part is kind of hard because irregular adjectives don't have like a clear rule for them. So you have to know which ones are irregular and and which ones are regular, so you know when to change the word completely. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, so I have a little worksheet. It is really easy, okay? We have 3 objects, 3 fruits. So you will do a comparative sentence and a superlative sentence. Remember, comparative it's only for 2. So you pick 2 of these to make the phrase, the sentence, and for superlative, well, it is for 3 or more, so it's okay with all of them. It is in teams, so, well, in pairs, so. That's a dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit. All right.
all ready? Raise your hand if you already finished, please. Raise your hand if you finished, please. Okay, let's continue. Can one team tell me what did you wrote?
Kiwi is smaller than mango.
Okay. For the second one, for the superlative one,
The kiwi is smallest fruit of the three fruits.
okay, correct. And then this is our last activity. Yeah. No, this is not the last activity. Sorry. So for this activity, I'm going to pass you a little sticky note with an adjective. So for this, you are going to create phrases. For example, this is tall. Okay, so let's say I have the sticky note with tall. So I'm going to pick someone and you are going to tell me tell me a comparative or superlative phrase, okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Please keep them visible so your classmates can see it. So I'm going to pick randomly. Let's say you. Can you do a phrase for him? But you have to use his adjective. Which one is?
Young.
Young?
Young.
Ah, young. Okay. Do you know what young is? Okay, so just a quick phrase. You have to do a phrase using superlative or comparative. For example, I am younger than him, something like that. Or he is the youngest in the classroom, something like that. With adjective. Okay, that's okay. I'm younger than him, right? So just another pair. So let's do it with you. Can you do it for him?
My friend is sweet and ¿tengo que hacer una frase?
With his adjective. He is tall.
You are taller than me.
Okay, that's right. So let's continue. So this is the last activity that there are just simple answers. So the first one, do we use air or the S to compare two things? Which one it is? Air or S to compare two things? Air. Just remember, just two things. Air. Then, what about three or more? What do we use for three or more comparisons? Yes. Okay. I have two phrases here. Can you read the first one for me?
My phone is more expensive than your phone.
And then,
This phone is the most expensive of all.
which one is a comparative?
My phone is more expensive than your phone.
Okay. And which one is a superlative?
This phone is the most expensive of all.
Okay, correct. So that is all for today's class. Thank you.